This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Thrillist.
I've said that I don't think President Obama has been clear enough on Wisconsin, partly because he's not spoken on it almost at all. He mentioned something in passing on last Thursday, and since then he's like, hush up, shh. And I gave you a whole bunch of stories, New York Times, Washington Post, etc., where the White House was trying to run away from Wisconsin, and they said, oh, we got nothing to do with it. It's not us. It's not us. And I see pundits on TV all the time talking about how brilliant it is of Obama to show no leadership whatsoever. And you don't want to make it a political issue. Yeah, oh, really? It's not a political issue? What, is it an issue of badminton at this point? Of course it's a political issue. Anyway, and then you don't want to get involved. All these excuses for not showing any leadership whatsoever. Obama went to Ohio yesterday, didn't even talk about Wisconsin, didn't talk about the same situation that might be happening in Ohio. Ohio is also thinking of taking away public unions' ability to negotiate collectively, right? So, no, run away. That's real leadership. Now, look, that's my point of view. You know how I feel about that. But apparently I'm not the only one. Bill O'Reilly feels the same way. Bill, we're going to go to clip number 3 here, guys. And O'Reilly's going to rub it in on how Obama never defends liberal positions. He's going to mention Wisconsin a little later, but he mentions a couple other things as well. Let's watch.
Faced with a situation going against the left, President Obama is in a tight spot. Last week, the House voted to defund public broadcasting and Planned Parenthood. The president knows the writing is on the proverbial wall.
So, my bottom line is that I think that Planned Parenthood in the past has done good work. If there was a specific problem at this center, it should be addressed. But we shouldn't get so distracted with some of these issues that we ignore what's really going to determine how well our kids do in the future.
Changing the subject. Well, it's clear the president is not going to defend Planned Parenthood, and most likely he will not defend PBS and NPR either. So it seems that the battle for fiscal responsibility is going against the American left. Governor Walker in Wisconsin says he's not going to back down, and according to the Rasmussen poll, likely voters are with him.
So there's O'Reilly saying, look, your president's nowhere to be found in Wisconsin. He talked about that more on his show earlier in that same program. And where is he on Planned Parenthood? Nowhere to be found. PBS, NPR, he probably won't back them either. Ha ha! Your president's actually not progressive at all, or if he is, he doesn't care to defend any of your positions. It's a fair point. It's a fair point. I wish it wasn't fair. I wish I could make fun of O'Reilly and say, oh, you got to be kidding me. Look at how strong Obama was on this, this, and this. Oh, but he's not. He runs from every one of those fights. But I'm the bad guy for pointing it out, right? Okay? I mean, look, to all you people who can't stand me for pointing out things about Obama, you tell me where he came out and said, I'll tell you what, I am definitely going to defend Planned Parenthood, and there's no way I'm going to let them defund them, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, you just heard the clip. You just, Planned Parenthood, but let's just switch topics really because I don't want to defend them. Where is he on PBS and NPR? Where's his strong stand on Wisconsin? Nope, not there. Okay, facts are stubborn things, unfortunately.
Thrillist gives you great suggestions for where to go when you're looking to have a little fun.
Best new bars, restaurants, events, services, anything that you're looking for, Thrillist has it. You sign up through Thrillist.com/TYT.
Go to Thrillist because it's the illest.
Think about it. That was good. That was good. You are the world's largest dork.